Hi everyone, Stacy Whiter here on behalf of Campus Mortgage with part 2 of a 3-part video series on FHA's 203K renovation loan program. Now just a quick reminder before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice or used in place of FHA guidelines. Also, this video was issued on August 14th, 2018, and the information contained in this video is subject to change without notice. As we discussed in part 1, the 203K renovation mortgage is a great product and allows borrowers to purchase or refinance an existing 1 to 4 unit structure and finance part or all of the rehabilitation costs. Now, we talked about there are 2 types. There is the standard 203K and the limited 203K. So in this video, let's go into a little bit more detail on the standard 203K. The basics. So this program may be used for repairing or remodeling a 1 to 4 unit residential property. Now for the standard, there is a minimum repair amount. So the minimum repair amount is $5,000. That means that in addition to purchasing the home, the borrower must finance at least $5,000 beyond that to repair or renovate the home. There is a 203K consultant required. So what that means is that there is going to be an additional consultant who is aware of FHA standards or up to date or certified on FHA standards, who's going to be a part of the upfront process and the process throughout the loan to make sure that whatever renovations are being done, 1, are getting the property up to FHA standards if it's not already, 2, are within the scope of what FHA allows, and 3, are feasible. So very important, and of course there are additional costs for that. Now this program is best when major repairs are required. So that includes structural repairs. So adding an addition onto the home, tearing down walls. So this is really for major renovations. Now we know the property types allowed. Of course, it's the same for the standard. But let's get into the type of improvements that are allowed under this program. So this may be good for converting a 1-family home to a 2, 3, or 4 family. That is possible. Decreasing an existing multi-unit home to a 1 to 4 family, so converting the opposite way. Reconstructing a home that has been or will be demolished. So essentially you can take this loan and tear a structure down to its foundation and rebuild upon top of it. Repairing, reconstructing, or elevating an existing foundation where the structure will not be demolished. Purchasing an existing structure on another site and moving it to a new foundation and repairing it or renovating it are all allowable. Also, making structural alterations as the repair or replacement of structural damage, additions, finished attics or basements, rehabilitating, improving, or constructing a garage, eliminating health and safety standards, installing or repairing wells or septic systems. That's great for rural areas. Connecting to public water and sewer systems, repairing, replacing plumbing, heating, AC, electrical units, making changes for improved functions and modernization. Making changes for aesthetic appeal, so cosmetic repairs, repairing or adding roofing, gutters, and downspouts. In addition, making energy conservation improvements, creating accessibility for persons with disabilities, installing or repairing fences, walkways, driveways. A refrigerator, cooktop, oven, dishwasher, all things like this can be included into the repair cost. Repairing or removing an in-ground swimming pool, installing smoke detectors, landscaping, installing, repairing decks, patios, porches, things like that, constructing a windstorm shelter, or covering lead-based paint, any of those kind of stabilization or hazmat type costs. So as you can see with this program, it's the standard program is really meant for major repairs. Now, of course, cosmetic repairs can be done with it, but you have that minimum amount of $5,000 that you can finance or that must be financed in. So very important there. Now, one thing you may be asking yourself before we wrap up are, what are the limits? The loan limits are still the standard FHA loan limits per area or per county, so make sure you check that out when you're factoring in the repairs. All right, that concludes part 2 of this 3-part video series. Make sure you check out part 3. Thanks so much for watching. For more tips and videos, please visit campusmortgage.org to look for their weekly mortgage video tips designed for all mortgage professionals, including underwriters, loan officers, processors, closers, and post-closers. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.